Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to the Alliance. Shout out to everybody who support Sheep Stay Sleep TV, Sheep Stay Sleep Live, and your brother DS1 Ross. Hope everybody enjoying their day. Have enjoyed their day. Enjoying their night. Very much appreciated for coming through. It's always a pleasure, y'all. So tonight we're talking about Umar, Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins. Social media wars, y'all. Social media wars. I think this is a very, very important topic we need to build on because not just because it's hot, but it's three black men going at it on the internet. And as we see lately, in our small sector of YouTube, it's been men going at each other lately also. And I see a lot of similarities in what's been going on between these three brothers and some other brothers that's on YouTube. So I just came to give my perspective. You could disagree. It doesn't matter to me. I don't get bent out of shape when somebody disagrees with me. But I think that a lot of things that we're seeing between Tariq and Umar and Boyce Watkins is why I constantly say we must heal before we build. We must. Because this situation that's going on with these three brothers is totally uncalled for. It's totally childish. It's totally foolish to me. I think that those brothers and the people who support those brothers should be focused on doing other things, like building more leaders. And this is the problem that I feel a lot of us black men have. We have a problem with competition. We think that competing against each other is actually going to do us some good. We think by bashing each other, making each other look smaller than one another, roasting each other, we think that that actually proves something. And see, why I could say this is because I used to roast people. I've roasted a couple of people. I'm not ashamed to say it. And I roasted a few brothers. You know, I've people have fired back at me. But overall, do I think it was all for the greater good? Nah. It actually put a halt to what I could have been doing. I could have been much more further in my platform. Me and those brothers could have actually created a bond and did something productive with our relationship as brothers. And I think this is the problem that us, and I'm speaking to black men, this is the problem we have. We have an ego problem. This is why I asked, is competition healthy for black men? Is it healthy for us to compete with one another? And what happened to the code of conduct among men? There's no longer a code that we follow when we dealing with each other. We don't follow a code. It's like all out war with us. It's just chaos. There's no order. And I bring up this code of conduct thing because Tariq Nasheed, he always talks about a code of conduct. A code of conduct. Black people need a code of conduct. But as we could see, he doesn't have a code of conduct and he doesn't follow a code. You see? Tariq Nasheed is an opportunist. He see that another black man is down that he never really liked in the beginning. And he's using this time to capitalize off this man's pain or this man's current struggle. So he's going to social media and trashing the brother when actually he should be helping his brother to the best of his ability. And if he not going to help him, at least give the brother some encouraging words. See, that's what a real black man that's on code would do. But as we could see, he has no code. There is no code. There is no code amongst black men. There's no code amongst us. We don't care about nobody, not even ourselves. This is like the Wild Wild West, man. And I see it's becoming a trend to take all your issues out to social media. The biggest thing I see all the rappers do nowadays is they take all their issues and beef and take it to Instagram Live. They're taking their beefs to Instagram, to YouTube, to Facebook. There's no code. Tariq got Umar number, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if Tariq could reach out to Umar Johnson, he can get to him. And they could sit down and have a conversation like men. Boyce Watkins too. See, Boyce Watkins is just a cheerleader. He's a cheerleader because he needs some notoriety. Because Boyce is not interesting enough. He's not interesting enough. He's kind of boring. You know, he's not. You know, he's kind of like a nerd. And a lot of people don't pay Boyce no mind. So by him jumping into this beef, it makes him look corny to me. It makes him look like an attention whore. Once again, there's no code amongst black men because it could be handled in another way. And I'm not saying that those brothers should do what I think should be done because a lot of times I didn't do the right thing. But see, one thing I always do is I check myself. I check myself. Even after I do something, I always go back and I think about it. And I always think, what could have happened for me to avoid this? What can I have done to avoid this? And I see a lot of y'all hate Umar Johnson too. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that a lot of people is going against Umar like Umar's the enemy. But the same people who's going against Umar Johnson say they hate white supremacy. But you doing the work of the white supremacists. This is what Tariq is not realizing. This is what none of these brothers are realizing. This is what none of these pro-black people realize, that they're doing the work for these people. And this is my whole point behind this live stream. You see, they're doing the work for the oppressor because we destroying ourselves. So we need to stop trying to blame a system. Stop trying to blame some outside forces when it's your ass. It's you. Because for you to be projecting this BS on this brother, it's not cool. It's not cool. And this is what they like. They like to see the infighting. See? Tariq arrogant ass, he gets off on doing shit like this to other black men. But have you ever saw him do it to a Caucasian? No. He don't trash no Caucasians. He don't get on social media and do 10, 20 videos about a Caucasian he don't like and try to step on him. Look at all these Caucasians that's getting caught up with all these sexual allegations. Why is he not making it his business to say nothing about them? Because there's no profit in that. There's only profit in dividing the black community. There's only profit on shitting on your own people. This is what we have to realize. There's no profit in that. That's why Tariq don't come at no Caucasians. They just caught the white guy, Corey Feldman, and some sexual shit. Why he not making 20 videos clowning Corey Feldman? Huh? Ask yourself that. Think about that. But you can make 20 videos about another brother who supported your project, another brother who helped your brand be what it is today. See, the problem is we got to really step back and think, are we really for our people? Are we for our people? Or do we want our people to always do things that we agree with? Because it seems like we quick to be on somebody's side when they saying something we like. But when they say something we don't like, or they do something we don't approve of, we ready to throw them under the bus. Like me, I don't I don't like Tariq egotistical. I don't like that egotistical shit. I don't like his arrogance. I don't like his bouginess. He's a bougie nigga. I could look at him and tell how he always smacking his lips, putting lipstick on and shining his lips up and shit. He a bougie type of dude. But what I respect about him as a black man is he created something for our children with Hidden Colors. He's also created something for our adults who don't understand a lot about our history. You see? See, I know how to respect a man for what he's about. I may not like the way you are, but if you bringing something to the table that's useful, that's resourceful, I respect you for that. And I will never disrespect you because I know how to put my personal feelings aside. And the thing that's going on with Tariq and Umar, you can see that Tariq has a lot of disdain for Umar Johnson. He's very passionate about his disdain. It's more than just about this school that he didn't open up. It's deeper than that. Just listen to the brother. It's deeper than that. He's coming from a place of, I don't like Umar Johnson. See, that's a personal issue. And this is the problem that brothers have. See, if he knew he didn't like Umar, why would you constantly put him on your DVDs? Because the bottom line is you got to get that paper. But when all of it's said and done, then you can air his ass out when you no longer need him. That's the sign of an opportunist. And that shit is not cool and it's not appreciated at all. And see, Boyce, he jumped on Tariq's side because what? Tariq Nasheed promotes Boyce Watkins. They do lectures together. They eat together. They get money together in some ways. So now you got two brothers attacking another brother, but they talking about white supremacy. They still always talking about white supremacy this, white supremacy that. Then what are y'all doing? Hmm? What are you showing and proving to the people who's looking at this? What are you showing other nationalities of people? You know what they're showing to other people around the world? That black men will never be able to get it together, even if they got money. Even when we got money, we do the same shit to each other. Whether we broke or whether we got money, we do the same shit to each other. That's the problem. There is no code of conduct. Tariq Nasheed always talk about codes of conduct. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have no codes of conduct. He think what he's doing, he's justified in doing it. And then Umar's just firing back. Because he like, damn, this dude is coming after me. I might as well say something. He ain't gonna sit back and ignore it. And then that keeps it going. It keeps the cycle going. Social media wars. And guess who wins out of all of this? The social media platform that they're on. They win. Tariq don't win. Umar don't win. Boyce doesn't win. Instagram wins. YouTube wins. Facebook wins. This is what we got to understand. When these brothers could have had a three-way phone call and squashed all this shit was never supposed to reach the public. This is what we have to understand. We have to understand that Black men have to learn how to properly solve problems between one another. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. We don't stop and think. And this is the problem. We do not know how to properly solve issues between one another. That's a problem. Why couldn't they get on the phone and talk this out? Because none of these brothers ever thought to do that. None of those brothers, Tariq, Umar, or Boyce, none of them thought to say, yo, let me reach out to this brother. Let me see why he trashing me like this. This doesn't help Umar's case. So basically, y'all want to see Umar Johnson fall. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like Tariq and Boyce wants him to fall. They want him to fall. And why is that? Why are you preying on another Black man's downfall? Hmm. That's interesting. That's true, Doug. Fight for the HNIC. Head nigga in charge. This is foolish, man. It's foolish. It's clown-like. This is foolish, man. And see, I don't care about the opinions you have or anybody have about Umar Johnson. Because I feel the way I feel about this whole thing with him not building the school too. I have my own feelings about it too. But I don't want this man to lose everything he has. See, I don't prey on people downfall. I don't want to see people lose. I want to see our people win. You see? They all lost respect from me too, Doug. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. They all lost respect from me too, man. That's a fact. Exactly. Handle the issues behind closed doors. That's how men should operate. Because who you trying to put a show on for? Who you trying to impress? Y'all all looking like clowns in the circus. All of y'all. The white supremacists that y'all like to talk about, they're the ones winning. They're the ones sitting back laughing. Like, look at these niggers. They still can't get it together. Still can't get it together. And this is the problem. And see, we don't want to check our own behavior. This is why we want to keep talking about white supremacy. What white supremacy did. Tariq is not a white supremacist. Neither is Boyce Watkins. Neither is Umar Johnson. But that's who was winning behind all of this. We are losing, black men. See, these brothers don't realize the influence that they have on the black community. Tariq has a strong following. Umar has a strong following. So does Boyce Watkins. But they're using their platforms to attack each other. They're using their following to play them against each other. So now you got Umar fans and supporters arguing with Tariq supporters. You got Tariq supporters going at Umar supporters. This is buffoonery. And we call ourselves adults. We have to learn how to solve issues the proper way. This is just what we have to do. This shit look like a hip hop beef. This look like three rappers beefing with each other. That's what this looks like. They at each other every day. This, y'all don't find nothing wrong with that? Or do you care? Because these are black men. And see, when black men behave like this is when the new conversation comes in and say, well, this is why we say what we say about black men. This is why it's our responsibility, black men, to learn how to act. We need a code of conduct. And the code of conduct that Tariq Nasheed always talks about is Dr. Neely Fuller's code of conduct. Shout out to Chef JT. He just put that in the chat. See, when he talks about the code of conduct, he's talking about the compensatory code that Dr. Neely Fuller wrote, which inspired Dr. Francis Cress Welsing to write the ISIS papers. Yes, Francis Cress Welsing was inspired by a black man, Dr. Neely Fuller, who told us black people we need to stop gossiping with each other. We need to stop putting each other down. If we don't have nothing good to say, we don't need to speak to each other. These are some of the things Dr. Neely Fuller talked about. And we see that none of that stuff is active in our community, especially dealing with black men. We think it's cool to get up here and shit on each other. That's what we think. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Black men, we need to learn how to handle our issues, man. We really do. And like I said, I'm not the person to sit here and talk kumbaya, because I've attacked brothers too. But I've attacked brothers out of defense. And see, that's what I think Umar's doing. He's defending himself. He's defending himself. Do I think he should have did it that way? No. But we got to do better. As we could see recently, we got 3 other brothers attacking each other. My brother Suicide H29, my brother Megalodon 415, and Lex Vortex. They've been attacking each other. Attacking each other. Why? There's no code of conduct. There's no code of conduct. Those brothers should have all gotten the back chat and handled this situation. And what they should have did was got another brother to come in that's not biased to either side and help squash this shit. Because it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. Sometimes you gotta tell your brother how you feel about him, how you feel about what he done. And tell him that, yo, I didn't like that. That was wrong. And deal with it as such. But to keep going on and on and on and on and on, that's showing that we rather show our immaturity. And what we're doing is proving the stereotype that they have about black men. This is my whole point, y'all. We got to stop proving these people right. When are we going to start proving them wrong? We think because we get money, we proving them wrong? No, unity shows that we proving them wrong. Unity shows that. And I'm not saying unity as in, we all got to be friends, but the respect need to be there. Because I don't agree what my brother Megalodon did. I don't agree what he did. No way, shape, or form do I agree what he did. I don't think that was cool what he did. I think he created a catastrophe. Now it's a snowball effect. But this shit started with Tariq, Umar, and Boyce. And look how it's trickling down to us. This is why it needs to stop. It needs to end. Because it's not going to do us no good. And you know what's going to happen? More and more black women are going to say, well, we right, y'all. You see how they acting? We got to stop doing it. And if they want to use that as a talking point, guess what? They're right, brothers. If our women come out and say, this is what we be talking about with black men, guess what? They're right. They're absolutely right. Because we don't know how to effectively solve our issues. We think coming out on each other is something cool. I've had problems with brothers on YouTube. I've had problems. I've had a serious problem with somebody who I used to be very, very close with. I severed ties with this person, but I did it behind the scenes because it would do me no good to come out and air everything out. To me, that's being a sucker. I don't have to do that because if I rocked with you, I rocked with you. So I'm not going to turn around and air you out like we never was cool. We had a disagreement. We couldn't come to no agreement. So we gotta just part ways. This is how we need to solve things, black men. This is what we have to do. But no, we want to still be messy. Shout out to Kay Brooks, like she said, and then blame white supremacy. This is what we're doing. And this is why other nationalities are laughing at us. They laugh at us when we talk that white supremacist shit because it's foolish. Because Dr. Neely Fuller and Francis Cress Welsing gave us the solutions to combat white supremacy. And it's for us to unify in thought. In thought. If unity is not on all of our minds, if that's not the basis on why we deal with each other, then why complain about a white supremacist system when the white supremacists are unified? How do you think they can say they're supreme? Because they're unified. You see what I'm saying? So those three brothers, man, Suicide H29, Megalodon 415, Lex Vortex, y'all need to go and chop it up like men. Because that shit is not cool, man. It's not cool. It's really not. It's not cool. This is why I always talk about brotherhood. But see, when you talk about brotherhood, they think you talking about being a Mason. They start thinking some conspiracy theory shit. When brotherhoods is what create governments, is what create societies. A group of men gathered together with one thought in mind. Shout out to my brother Corey Bates in the chat. This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. They're having a field day with the bickering. That's another code of conduct that Neely Fuller talks about. Stop bickering. Stop arguing. Black people need to stop arguing with each other. If y'all gonna argue, y'all don't need to speak to each other. But Tariq Nasheed talks about code of conduct. He don't have no code of conduct. He don't have no code of conduct. He too goddamn arrogant to have a code of conduct. He think he the man of this black conscious shit because he got the most money. So he think he the man. You see? We need to cut this bullshit out. If black men want to be looked at as leaders, we need to do shit that we not used to doing. And that's taking the high road sometime with your brother. Because at the end of the day, he's your brother. And if you're not out to destroy your brother, sometimes you got to take the high road and say, listen, man, I'm upset right now, but I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do it. Because what is this going to benefit me? It's going to benefit the oppressor or the so-called oppressor. Because in this situation, we oppressing ourselves. We can't blame white supremacy for this shit. We can't say, oh, this is because of white supremacy they're arguing. No, these is three immature ass men that can't come to an agreement and sit down and say, listen, yo, I'm not rocking with you no more. Let's leave it at that. You don't say my name, I won't say your name. And keep it pushing. See, that's what men's supposed to do. That's what men's supposed to do. And we got to get used to doing that. Because there's a lot of brothers, you know, you may not see eye to eye with. You may not agree with the things that they stand on. Shout out to my brother, Uncle Shug. When me and him first met, me and him got into a little argument because we didn't agree on something. But did I ever go and say this, that, and the third about that brother? No. Because a functional thinking adult knows how to deal with somebody when they don't agree with them. They don't go back and take shots at them because they don't agree. That's immaturity. That's what you call that. That's called being immature. That's being childlike. And this is how they're acting. They're acting like children. Because their egos is leading them. They still feel like they got something to prove. When the only thing you got to prove is to continue to be the leaders in our community that y'all say y'all are. That's what y'all should be continuing trying to prove. Not trying to prove that, oh, I'm better than you. I'm a bigger superstar in the conscious community than you. That's sucker shit. And see, these are the things that keep us stuck. This is what keep us stuck. This is what keeps the disunity going. Shout out to my brother Dollar Skills in the building. When I first, you know how me and ID met? Me and ID met off of a disagreement. I did a live stream. He found the live stream, watched it, and hit me up because he disagreed about it. And me and the brother had a 2 hour and something conversation on his live stream. Me and him got introduced to each other disagreeing, just like me and Suge. He disagreed with what I said in my live stream and had valid reasons why he disagreed. And I respected what he had to say. But like I told him, I still stand on what I say. And he respected that because that's what men do. That's what men do. You see? It's not about right and wrong. It's not about the blame game. It's about making the best decision for the greater good. And if it's all about our people and unity, then we need to make decisions based on that, even when we're in conflict with one another. Even when we're in conflict with one another. This is what we need to do, especially us men. Because when our egos get in the way and that testosterone start pumping, we liable to say anything to each other, man. I know. We liable to say anything. But we always need to maintain our integrity as men. See, we don't have integrity no more as black men because we don't have a code. We don't have a code. So we don't think about integrity. We don't think about how we look to the rest of the world when we're operating in this foolishness. We don't think about that. We don't think about how we look to our women when we doing this shit. Come on. And that should always be in a man's mind, his image. How do I look right now? How am I looking right now to the world? How do we look? Ask yourself that, Tariq. How do you look right now to the people who look up to you? How do you look right now, Umar, to constantly be responding to this bullshit? How do you look? You're feeding into it. Boyce, how do you look just jumping in this shit? You was on the sideline, homie. You ain't had nothing to do with this. This is the problem, y'all. And this is what a lot of our women have to say about us. Well, if y'all can't get it together between y'all, how y'all gonna get it together between us? This is what I hear from my women. And that's a good goddamn point. That's a good point. You see what I'm saying? That's a good point. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Shout out for coming through and supporting Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. I've had a lot of issues in my life with different dudes. But see, as I get older, I'm starting to learn that how much I invest into it is how far it's really gonna go. You see? See, if see, I know that I have the power to say, listen, if I turn this argument and turn up, it could be a fight, it could be bloodshed, or somebody might die. Because I know I have the power I have. So that's what I hold myself accountable for now. I don't worry about the next man and what the next man might try to do. I'm holding myself accountable for what I do and for what I say in a situation. And I'm not saying you always got to take the high road because sometimes dudes need to be checked. Sometimes that needs to be happening. Sometimes you got to bring somebody down off their high horse and let somebody know, listen, watch who you talking to. I'm not a welcome mat. You're not gonna walk all over me. But not all the time that is necessary in a situation. Sometimes we have to use the thing that we say men lead with. We need to use our goddamn brains. And if we used our brains more in the situation, the outcome will be different. The outcome will be different. The arguments will be different. They will go a different way. And this is my whole point behind this whole situation. Think about what you could have did different. Just think about it. What could have you done different? Should you have responded? Should you have responded the way you did? Did you overreact? Did you embellish? See, we need to start thinking like that when we dealing with each other, black men. Yes, we need to have compassion for our women, but we need to have compassion for ourselves too. This will bring down the goddamn murder rate. Foolish murders in our community. We need to sit down and find what is important to us as men. What is important to you? And if you and another brother is not seeing eye to eye, move on. Just move on, man. Just move on. Because all you gonna get out of airing each other out is a few laughs. All people gonna be doing is laughing. And see, that's our problem too as black people. We too caught up in gossip. Like I said, that's another code of conduct that Neely Fuller talks about. We got to stop gossiping. We got to stop thinking that gossip is cool. And we all like gossip. I'm not sitting here acting like, oh, I'm just clean as a whistle. Nah, not saying that. Because when somebody puts somebody's name in the title, I click that shit too. Because I want to hear it. But see, I listen in a different way. I'm not there excited to hear people air each other out. I'm there to listen to context. I'm an analyst. You see? I'm not there to say, oh, who won the roast wars? I'm not there for that. Not. And this is why competition is not good for us. Because nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to feel like they lost. This is why it keeps going and going and going and going. You see? And like my brother Dollar Skill said, it all ties into the BIE, the Black Identity Extremists. See, we don't understand that we be playing into the people y'all like to say the white supremacists. We playing right into their goddamn hands, y'all. Everything we do, they got something lined up for us. This is why unity must be the basis of our love for one another, of our cooperation, of our support. See, there's a lot of people who don't like me, and I'm fine with that. You don't have to like me. I'm not here to be liked. But all I demand is my respect. All I demand is my respect. Respect takes you a long way. My dad taught me that. Respect takes you a long way. And we not focused on that. Tariq, Umar, and Boyce, they are losing respect. They're losing respect. They're losing respect. And the more and more we don't have respect for each other, the more and more we're not going to be unified. And the more and more we're going to stay stuck in the position we're in as a group. We're going to be last on the totem pole as always because there's no respect. So if there's no respect, there's no love. And if there's no love and respect, there is no unity. And that's chaos. And this is why I urge y'all three brothers, Megalodon 415, Lex Vortex, and Suicide H29, to have a conversation like men. Hash this shit out and move on. Cause it don't look good. It don't look good. It's not cute. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not none of that. It may be cool for a moment. Like I said, cause I be with the bullshit too. But I look at the big picture. I don't just look at the frame. See, a lot of people like to pay attention to the frame of a picture. I look at the picture. And the picture is we're all still losing at the end of this. We still lost. And that's the real problem. We're losing. And they're still winning. They are still winning. Our brother Polite, shout out to you for coming through. Yeah, I bet none of them work, bro, because they were destroyed from the inside. In the inside of a group, the problems that's in the inside of a group reflects the inside of each individual. This is why I say we got to heal before we build, because it shows the inadequacies and the dysfunctions from the inside of the individuals that's in the group. That's what we don't want to see. The dysfunction that we displays come from the inside of us. It don't come from white supremacy. It comes from unresolved issues. That's what it comes from. The shit you didn't learn how to get over. The shit you never reconciled. See, some of us can't move on from shit because we don't know how to forgive and keep it pushing. We don't know how to let things go because we have a sense of entitlement. A lot of us grew up with that. You see? This is why none of the unity groups work. Because the people that's in these groups are dysfunctional and they don't want to address those issues. This is why we don't trust each other. So we can't do business. Because, like I always say, the word trust is a financial word. Also, it's also a word that's used in business. So if I can't trust you around my wife, how am I gonna trust you around my money? Huh? Think about that. How am I gonna trust you around my money if I can't trust you around my woman? Shout out to my big brother, Warrior Hebrew Perry. Shout out. Shalom to my good brother, man. It's my bro right there. Good dude. This is the problem. This is the real problem. This is the problem that us as a black community don't want to address. that we are plagued by hurt, by pain. Poverty is a mindset. And your mindset is built on what? Your experiences and the way you perceive those experiences and how you handle them. That's how a impoverished mindset is created. But we think we could do business with each other. We talking about doing business with each other. How I'm gonna do business with a jealous motherfucker? How I'm gonna do business with an arrogant motherfucker? Somewhere down the line, it's gonna be an issue and it's gonna fuck up business. See? And the white supremacists that y'all like to talk about, they know that. They stud. That's why they say they studied us. We were their lab rats. They studied us. They studied us. So they know anything that they implement, it will work. It will work. They know it's going to work. Because they know there's a lot of things we haven't resolved within ourselves. See? And this is why I say, man, heal before we build. That's the motto for Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's the motto for my life. There's a lot of things that I still have to heal from. I work on it all the time. I don't have it all figured out, but I've sat back and I've watched for years. I've watched this over and over and over again. And I figured it out. The reason why we cannot unify is because we're not at peace with ourselves as individuals. And this is why we always at war. Good night, Kay. Shout out to you. Good looking for coming through. This is why we always at war. And the inner war that we're fighting is black people versus niggas. This is the problem, y'all. This is the problem. So we need to get past this silly shit. And like my brother JT say, let's get another championship for our existence. Family, let's get another championship for our existence. Y'all make sure y'all hashtag that. That's a powerful hashtag. We need to win. We need to figure out how we're going to win. For us to survive. Fuck everybody else. Shout out to my brother Uncle Shug in the building. Yo, Shug, man, I think you should mediate this issue between Suicide, Megalodon, and Lex, man. I think you'll be the perfect mediator. Word up, bro. Because that shit need to end. Just like this shit need to end with Tariq, Umar, and Boyce. They need to get on the back chat, talk like men, you know what I'm saying? And squash this bullshit, man. Facts. Facts, warrior. That's not a real issue though, Suge. Israel and Sue, that's not a real issue, man. That's just a difference in doctrine and how each other feel about what they stand on as far as doctrine. That shit ain't really that serious. This shit that's going on with him, Megalodon, and Lex is serious, bro. Because people are standing behind all three of them. And it's starting to create confusion and beef in chat rooms and people picking sides and want to come at this person and troll this person. Shit is getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of hand, bro. Just like this shit with these brothers. It's the same exact concept. They need somebody to come in and mediate their issue. Because if nobody does it, it's never gonna get solved. It's gonna keep going. Cause you know how we men are. You know how it is. Oh, he coming at me? I'm about to get in my bag. I know because I've done it. I got in my bag plenty of times. The videos is on my channel. Y'all can see it. So I'm not sitting up here fronting. You a good mediator, bro. You need to mediate this situation, bro. Because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, man. This shit is making us black men look crazy. And see, that's what we need to be thinking about. That's what always need to be on our minds. Brothers, how do we look? Brothers, how is this helping us? Is it helping us more than it's hurting us? How is it affecting the people who support us? Because it's not just them brothers going at each other, it's whoever support them is attacking the other people. Same thing with these three brothers that I'm talking about tonight. Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, and Boyce Watkins. It's the same dynamic. You got people picking sides. Well, I agree. I just agree with such and such. Why the hell we keep playing this picking and choosing and the blame game? See, as long as we stay stuck in that, it's never gonna be no unity, man. Never. I guarantee you, if we was to have a YouTube event where we all met up and finally met each other in person, I guarantee you it'll at least be 3 to 5 fights. Guaranteed. I guarantee you that. It'll be at least 3 to 5 fights. Because somebody gonna bring up what was said on YouTube. Somebody gonna bring up what was said on Instagram, what was said on Facebook. They're gonna bring that shit up. Especially once the drinks start flowing. Yo, I remember you said such and such. What you mean, Duke? What you mean, nigga? Now it's on. And whatever venue we in, and that shit get all messed up and they kick us out, you know what they gonna say? This is why we can't let niggas do nothing. Y'all not tired of having that stigma hung over your head? Like my brother Suge, he just hired a brother, he said, and he watched the dude steal $20. What type of petty crumb shit is that? But that shows you the mindset of that brother. You want to steal $20 from a brother who gave you a job to work for your own people when you probably couldn't get a regular goddamn job from the fucking white man? But this black man hire you, and the first thing you do is you steal from him. Look at that shit. That's a problem. That man has an internal issue. That ain't white supremacy. He has an internal issue. He used to doing crumb shit. He's a crumb snatcher. He's stealing weed money from a black man who hired you. When are we gonna stop this? Now, if Suge was an egotistical, arrogant dude, he could have turned around and said, yo, I ain't hiring no more black people. And I damn sure ain't hiring no black men. But you know why that brother not gonna say that? Because that brother got love in his heart for his people. That's why he hired the brother. That's why he gave him a shot. And still kept him there. He went and spoke to the brother like a man. Yo, bro, I saw when you stole the $20. Why did you do that? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. That brother got enough love and compassion in his heart for his people, for him to say, man, he took some things into consideration with that brother and let him keep working. When he could have did the exact same thing another company would have did if they would have caught that brother stealing. Called the cops on him, got him locked up, and he'd have been fired. And he probably would have never been able to work at no type of, retail store, grocery store, or anything again. Because when you do applications for retail and shit like that, they ask you if you ever was steal anything. And you already got fired for stealing. So we got to get it together, black men. We got to get it together. We really do. This is some sucker shit Tariq and Umar and Boyce is doing. It's sucker shit. I don't care who you agree with. It's sucker shit. I don't care who you think is wrong or right. That ain't the point. You want to keep talking about white supremacy, but white supremacy wins. When you want to play the blame game. Oh, he lied. Oh, he told the truth. Oh, who's the real winner? Who gets the reward from all of this confusion? Ask yourself that. That's what's more important. So what up, man? Shout out to Suicide H29, man. Yeah, bro. Like I told Suge when he came in, man, he gonna be the mediator between you, Megalodon, and Lex, man. Y'all need to squash this shit, bro. Let this shit go, man. We all black brothers, man. I know people done things that wasn't, that even I didn't agree with. But that's not the point, man. Talk that shit out like men and move on. And let Suge mediate the whole conversation. So there's not a bunch of arguing and bickering back and forth. But that shit need to end, bro. It needs to end. Straight up, bro. Because it's corny at the end of the day. In hindsight, it's corny, bro. And you know it. You know it's corny, bro. Nobody wins from this shit. Nobody wins. The only people who win is YouTube. So y'all need to talk that out, man, and keep it pushing, bro. Real talk. If y'all not gonna rock with each other no more, cool. But all the shows and all that type of shit, man, that shit need to stop, bro. Me and you had our issues. We went through it and it was over. Me and you, we went through it and then it was over, man. This shit need to end, bro. Straight up. Cause y'all don't hate each other. It's not no real beef. Come on. You need to stop using this word beef. Ain't no goddamn beef. Listen to Biggie if you don't know what beef is. Come on, Sue. Let's move on, bro. Talk that shit out and move on, man. Shit whack. We grown men, man. We need to show some type of solidarity as black men. Because with this little bullshit bickering that we got going on, our women use that against us. I know you didn't, bro. I never said you said it was beef. I'm talking about the people who's projecting it like it's beef, bro. I know you don't look at it as that serious. That's how I know you would sit down and squash the shit. That's how I know you willing to do that, bro. That's how I know. And I'm pretty sure you can holler at Lex, and I'm pretty sure Megalodonna had a conversation. Come on, man. Let's squash that shit, bro. That shit corny. And let's not leave the rock unturned, bro. Let's not say, well, I'ma just walk away and nah. Nah, because you know how we are. It'll come back up again some way, somehow. So address it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that shit up out of here, bro. Let's build on brotherhood. Let's be the example of why black men need to be respected more. We need to be the examples of that. We need to embody that shit. We don't need to just be talking about it. I guarantee you, our women are fine y'all dudes even more attractive if they could see y'all squash this shit. See? We want the respect of our women, right? Then let's show them something like that. Let's show them something to say, oh yeah, I respect that. They ain't gotta like it. Because see, a real woman know that a man is gonna do shit that they don't like. But respect is a total different thing. I always say shit people don't like. But if I ain't disrespecting nobody, it's not a real issue. So let's be brothers, man. Let's be brothers. And this is the message I say to these three brothers I put in the title. Stop this social media warring. Stop this shit, man. Because they done made social media wars lucrative. Like I said, YouTube makes the money. They get the biggest cut of all this warring. Whatever platform that these brothers be on going at each other, that's who eats. They don't eat from it. You think because Tariq dissing Umar right now, more people is going to buy 1804? People not buying more 1804 DVDs. People not buying more hidden color DVDs. That's not happening. He's not selling more products because he dissing Umar. Umar's not getting more lectures. People are not calling him in and trying to fly him in so they can hear him diss another brother. That's not what's going on. People are not joining Boyce Watkins Black Business School in droves because he's dissing Umar Johnson. You know what that's showing to the people who that's investigating Umar? Well, let's try to find something to get him on. Because even his own people don't like him. Well, look at Tariq Nasheed. Look at Boyce Watkins. Look at all the other YouTubers who hate him. Let's find something to bring him down. Because we have to make the people happy. See, y'all don't understand that. Y'all the audience. We're puppets to the puppet masters. So whatever we pay attention to, they feed more. They feed it more to us. Oh, y'all like eat fast food? Well, here's Chick-fil-A. Here's this. Here's that. Here's another new burger. Here's another new slice of pizza. Oh, y'all like to play video games. Here's another Call of Duty. Again, Call of Duty 90. Y'all don't understand that we're their product? They make money off this shit. They make money off us arguing and bickering. They make money from it. We don't. We don't. We just keep looking like the dumb old niggas that they call us, man. And we gotta stop showing that, man. We gotta stop proving them right. See? Y'all so focused on how other people look at y'all. Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, and Boyce Watkins. Y'all so focused on what the people think that y'all don't understand the real objective. The real objective is to destroy all y'all brothers. To make all y'all brothers look like shit. And that's what we looking like. Because with all that support these three brothers got, come on, man. Imagine if they would come together and put something together. How much more of an impact it would make. This is the power black men really have that we are afraid to unlock. I'm starting to think we're afraid of it. We're afraid of brotherhood. And we're afraid of it because then we have to hold each other accountable. We can't talk about no goddamn white supremacy is the reason why we arguing. We can't say that no more. So let's get it together, brothers. Please, man. Shout out to everybody for watching tonight. You know? Shout out to everybody, man. I'm gonna shout out everybody in the chat before I close out. Shout out to my brother Suicide. Shout out to Chef JT. Shout out to my brother Dollar Skills, home team. Shout out to my big bro, Uncle Shug. Shout out to Sister Sheena. Shout out to my brother Doug. Shout out to my big brother, Warrior Hebrew Perry. Shout out to LSJ, Living Soul Journey. Peace to you, sis. Shout out to my sister Kay Brooks. Shout out to my sister Rising Star. Shout out to IR brother Poor Light. You're looking for coming through. Shout out to my sister Black Beauty. Shout out to my big bro, Sir Hibbler, on the check-in, home team. Shout out to my day one brother, Corey Bates, on the check-in. That's a day one right there. From the soil. He from the soil, y'all. Always a pleasure to see my brothers from the soil come through. I love that, man. Thanks for the support, bro. Highly appreciated, man. See who else came through. Shout out to Majestic for coming through. Shout out to Ty Brown for coming through. Shout out to Krista Taylor, home team. Shout out to Reign Supreme. Shout out to Reign Supreme. Good looking on the check-in. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm always humble for the support, man. I appreciate y'all. Tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. But we advise all the sheep to stay sleep. You can stay sleep, sheep. It's all good. That's a fact, though, Doug. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let the brother know, man. But it's all good, man. Sue good, man. He know what it is, man. He know what it is, Doug. But like I said, shout out to y'all, man. Good looking for coming through tonight. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Shout out to DS1 Alliance. Always. Shout out to all of y'all for supporting me, coming through tonight on tonight's show. I will be back tomorrow. Sorry for the wait, but I've definitely been getting some things straight up offline. So shout out to y'all again for coming through tonight, man. I hope y'all have a good day tomorrow at work, because we all got to get up and deal with the matrix as always. So y'all have a good day tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. And remember, heal before we build. We have to heal before we build. Because if we build before we heal, we're going to keep tearing down what we've built from the inside. From the inside. So let's heal, y'all. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. You just tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.